I know we're so anxious to start this play, but I just want to take a moment to say it is something special to be part of something so extraordinary. This is an extraordinary playhouse. We have an extraordinary play for you. We have an extraordinary cast of students, campers, actors, artists, beautiful human beings that are going to come out here in a minute. Theater can be said to be an art that's doing dangerous things safely. Whether this be physical or emotional. These actors have supported each other so completely that they are able to explore the depths of wrath, hurt, vulnerability, strength, and beauty in this play. It takes a lot of trust and respect to fight another person with swords or words, and still want to have lunch with them afterwards. So Henry VI, Part 3. An awful title to a fantastic play. For this play, it's really a family play, parading as a chronicle of history. It is more about parents and their children than the throne. It's whether it be avenging the death of parents or supporting the rights of your children. These characters fight mercilessly for their own blood at the expense of thousands of lives. And to go to a place like that, I ask these actors to take this play personally, to bring themselves fully into the situations of the characters. And it's amazing to see them step up to that task. I can't wait to see them share this. But before that, there are a lot of thanks that are due. Of course, the assistant directors here, Minnicino. Lia Razak. And Tim, Tom, Mel, every single counselor, every single person that's with these campers every moment of the day, making this stuff possible. And finally, this cast. I can't tell you how much I have just loved working with this cast. I love them for their fearlessness, tackling these difficult moments without trepidation. I love them for their dedication to this process. Always finding deeper meanings in Shakespeare's text and themselves. And finally, for challenging each other to make the best art that they can. For only through that support can such amazing things like this happen. It's been a joy working with them, and you are in for a treat. And without further ado, I give you Henry VI, Part 3.
For love or hate, golden light. Northumberland, whose warlike ears could never brook retreat, cheer up the drooping army and himself. Lord Clifford and Earl Stafford all abreast, charged our main battle's front, and breaking in were by the swords of common soldiers slain!
Lord Stafford's father, Duke of Buckingham, is either slain or wounded dangerous. I cleft his beaver with a downright blow. That was his true father, and behold, his blood.
And brother, here's the Earl of Wiltshire's blood, whom I encountered as the battles joined.
Speak thou for me and tell them what I did.
Richard, best deserved of all my sons. But is your grace dead, my lord of Somerset?
Such hope have all the line of John of Gaunt.
Thus do I hope to shake King Henry's head.
And so do I, victorious Prince of York, before I see thee seated in this throne, which now the house of Lancaster usurps. I vow by heaven these eyes shall never close. This is the palace of the fearful king, and this the regal seat. Possess it, York, for this is thine and not King Henry's heirs.
Assist me then, sweet Warwick, and I will, for hither we have broken in by force.
We'll all assist you. He that flies shall die.
Thanks, gentle Warwick. Stay by me, my lords, and soldiers stay and lodge by me this night.
And when the king comes, offer him no violence, unless he seek to thrust you out before us.
The Queen this day here holds her parliament, but little thinks we shall be of her council. By words or blows, here let us win our rights.
Armed as we are, let's stay within this house.
The bloody parliament shall this be called, unless Plantagenet, Duke of York, be king, and bashful Henry depose, whose cowardice hath made us bywords to our enemies.
Then leave me not, my lords, be resolute. I mean to take possession of my rights.
My lords, look where the sturdy rebel sits even in the chair of state. Belike he means, backed by the power of Warwick, that false peer, to aspire unto the crown and reign as king. Earl of Northumberland, he slew thy father. And thine, Lord Clifford, and you both have vowed revenge on him, his sons, his favorites, and his friends. If I be not, heavens be revenged on
The
me.
hope thereof makes Clifford mourn.
What shall we suffer this? Let's pluck him down. My heart for anger burns. I cannot brook it. Patient, gentle Earl of Northumberland.
Patience for poltroon such as he.
He durst not sit there had your father lived. My gracious lord, here in the parliament, let us assail the family of York.
Well, had thou spoken, cousin, be it so.
Ah, know you not the city favors and the next troops of soldiers at their back.
When the Duke is slain, they'll quickly fly.
Far be the thoughts of this from Henry's heart to make a shambles of the Parliament House. Cousin of Exeter, frowns, words, and threats shall be the war that Henry means to use. Thou factious Duke of York, descend my throne and kneel for grace and mercy at my feet. I am thy sovereign.
I am thine.
For shame, come down. He made thee Duke of York.
It was my inheritance as the earldom was.
Thy father was a traitor to the crown.
Exeter, thou art a traitor to the crown and followest its usurping Henry.
Whom should he follow but his natural king?
True, Clifford. That's Richard, Duke of York.
When shall I stand and now sit in my throne?
It must and shall be so. Content thyself.
The Duke of Lancaster, let him be king.
He is both king and Duke of Lancaster.
And Warwick shall disprove it. You forget that we are those who chased you from the field and slew your fathers, and with colors spread, marched through the city to the palace gates.
What title hast thou, traitor to the crown? My father was, as thou art Duke of York, thy grandfather, Roger Mortimer, Earl of March. I am the son of Henry V, who made the Dolphin and the French to stoop and seize of other towns and provinces.
Talk not of France, that thou hast lost it all.
The Lord Protector lost it, and not I. When I was found, I was but 9 months old.
You're old enough now. And here methinks you lose. Father, tear the crown from the usurper's head.
Sweet father, do so. Set it on your head.
Good brother, as thou lovest in honor's garments, let's fight it out, and not stand cavilling thus.
Son, drums and trumpets, and the king will fly.
Peace! Peace thou! And give King Henry leave to speak.
Plantagenet shall speak first, and hear him, lords. Be you silent and attentive too, for he that interrupts him shall not live.
Oh, thinkst thou that I will leave my kingly throne, where my grandsire and my father sat? No. First shall war unpeople this my realm. I thank you, lords. My title's good, and better far than his.
Prove it, Henry, and thou shalt be king.
Henry IV by conquest got the crown.
'Twas by rebellion against his king.
I don't know what to say. My title's weak. Tell me, may not a king adopt an heir?
What then?
Oh, and if he may, then am I lawful king. For Richard, in view of many lords, resigned the crown to Henry IV, whose heir my father was, and I am his.
He rose against him, being his sovereign, and made him to resign his crown perforce.
Suppose, my lords, he did it unconstrained. Think you 'twere prejudicial to his crown?
No, for he could not so resign his crown, but that the next heir should succeed in reign.
Art thou against this Duke of Exeter?
His is the right, and therefore pardon me.
Why whisper you, my lords, and answer not?
My conscience tells me he is lawful king.
All revolt from me and turn to him.
Plantagenet, for all the claim thou layest, think not that Henry shall be so deposed. Deposed he shall be, in spite of all. Thou art deceived.
King Henry, be thy title right or wrong, Lord Clifford vows to fight in thy defense. May that ground gape and swallow me alive, or I shall kneel to him that slew my father.
Oh, Clifford, how thy words revive my heart.
Henry of Lancaster, resign my crown! What mutter you, or what conspire you, lords?
Do right unto this princely Duke of York, or I will fill the house with armed men, and over the chair of state where he now sits, write up his title with usurping blood.
Warwick, hear but one word. Let me for this my lifetime reign as king.
Confirm the crown to me and to mine heirs, and thou shalt reign in quiet while thou livest.
I am content. Richard Plantagenet, enjoy the kingdom after my decease.
What wrong is the prince, your son?
What good is this to England and to himself? Base, fearful, and despairing Henry.
How hast thou injured both thyself and us?
I cannot stay to hear these articles.
Come, cousin, let us tell the queen these news.
Farewell, faint-hearted and degenerate king, whose cold blood no spark of honor finds.
In dreadful war mayst thou be overcome. Live in peace, abandoned and despised.
Turn this way, Henry. Regard them not.
They seek revenge, and therefore will not yield.
Oh, Exeter.
What should you sign, my lord?
Not for myself, Lord Warwick, but my son, whom I unnaturally shall disinherit. But be it as it may, I here entail the crown to thee and to thine heirs forever, conditionally, that here thou take an oath to cease this civil war. Must I live to honor me as thy king and sovereign, and neither by treason nor hostility to seek to put me down and reign thyself.
This oath I willingly take and will perform.
Long live King Henry!
Long
Plantagenet, embrace him!
Long live thou, and these thy forward sons.
Now York and Lancaster are reconciled.
Accursed be he that seeks to make them foes.
Farewell, my gracious lord. Out to my castle.
Now to London with my soldiers.
And I into the sea from whence I came.
And I with grief and sorrow to the court.
Here comes the queen, who's looking to raise her anger, all steal away.
Oh, Exeter so high.
Follow me!
Be patient. Gentle queen, as I will stay.
Who can be patient in such extremes? Oh, wretched man, would I have died a maid, and never borne thee son, seeing thou was proved so unnatural a father? Hath he deserved to lose his birthright thus? Hadst thou but loved him half so well as I, or felt that pain which I did for him once, or nourished him as I did with my blood, thou wouldst have left thy dearest heart blood there, rather than have made that savage duke thine heir, and disinherited thine only son.
Father, you cannot disinherit me. If you be king, why should not I succeed?
Pardon me, Margaret. Oh, pardon me, sweet son. Oh, the Earl of Warwick and the Duke enforced me.
Oh, enforced? Art thou king and will be forced? Ashamed to hear thee speak. Timorous wretch, thou hast undone thyself, thy son, and me, and given unto the house of York such head as thou shalt reign but by their sufferance, to entail him and his heirs under the crown. What is it but to make thy sepulchre, and which am a silly woman. The soldiers should have tossed me on their pikes before I would have granted to that act. But thou preferst thy life before thine honor. And seeing thou thus, I will divorce myself from thy table, Henry, and thy bed, until that act of Parliament be repealed, whereby my son is disinherited. The northern lords that have forsworn thy colours will follow mine if once they see them spread. And spread they shall be to thy foul disgrace and utter ruin of the house of York. Thus do I leave thee. Come, son, let's away. Our army is ready. Come, we'll after them.
Oh, gentle son Edward, thou wilt stay with me.
Aye, to be murdered by his enemies.
When I return with victory from the field, I'll see your grace. Till then, I'll follow her.
Brother! Though I be youngest, give me leave.
No, I can better play the order.
But I have reasons strong opposed to both.
Why, how now, sons and brother, at a strike? What is your quarrel? How began it first?
No quarrel, but a slight contention.
About what?
About that which concerns your grace and us. Crown of England, father, which is yours.
Mine, boy, not till King Henry be dead.
And your right depends not on his life or death.
Now you are heir, therefore enjoy it now. By giving the house of Lancaster leave to breathe, it will outrun you, father, in the end.
I took an oath that he should quietly reign.
The oath is of no moment, being not took before a true and lawful magistrate that hath authority over him that swears. Henry had none, but did usurp the place. Therefore to arms! And father, do but think how sweet a thing it is to wear a crown. Why do we linger thus? I cannot rest until the white rose that I wear be dyed even in the lukewarm blood of Henry's heart.
Richard, enough! I will be king or die. Brother, thou shalt to London presently, and put on board to this enterprise. Richard, thou shalt to the Duke of Norfolk, and tell him privily of our intent. You, Edward, shall to my Lord Colin, with whom the Kentishmen will willingly rise. But say, what news? Why comes thou in such post?
The Queen, with all the northern earls and lords, intend here to besiege you in your castle. She is hard by 20,000 men, and therefore fortify your hold, my lord.
Aye, with my sword! What? Thinkst thou that we fear them? Edward and Richard, you shall stay with me. My brother Montague shall post to London.
Brother, I go. I'll win them, fear it not. And thus, most humbly do I take my leave.
We'll meet her in the field.
What, with 5,000 men?
Aye, with 500, father, for a need. A woman's general. What should we fear?
I hear their drums. Let's set our men in order and issue forth and bid them battle straight.
5 men to 20. Though the odds be great, my sons, I do not doubt of our victory. Many a battle have I won in France, when I see us bet 10 to 1. Why should I not now have the like success?
Whither shall I fly to escape their hands? Will I be the look of a bloody prisoner?
Chaplain, away, thy priesthood saves thy life. As for the brat, this accursed duke, whose father slew my father, he shall die.
And I, my lord, will bear him company. Oh, Clifford, murder not this innocent child, lest thou be hated both by God and man. Away with him.
How now, is he dead already? Or is it fear that makes him close his eyes? I'll open them.
Ah! Gentle Clifford, kill me with thy sword and not with such a cruel, threatening look. Sweet Clifford, hear me speak before I die. I am too mean a subject for thy wrath. Be not revenged on men and let me live.
But I, thy brethren here, their lives and thine, do not revenge. Sufficient for me. No, if I digged up thy forefathers' graves and hung their rotten coffins and chains, could not slake mine ire nor ease my heart. Therefore,
I never did thee harm, why wilt thou slay me?
thy father hath.
But was ere I was born, thou hast one son. For his sake pity me less in revenge thereof. So God is just, he be as miserably slain as I. Let me doesn't live all my days for what occasion of offense I give. Then let me die. Now thou hast no cause.
Cause thy father slew my father. Therefore, die! Plantagenet.
Plantagenet, I come, Plantagenet. This thy son's blood cleaving to my blade shall rest upon my weapon till thy blood,
congealed with this, do make me wipe off both.
The army of the Queen hath got the field. My sons, and God knows what hath bechanced them. 3 times did Richard make a lane to me, and thrice cried, "Courage, father, fight it out!" And full as oft came Edward to my side. And when the hardiest warriors did retire, Richard cried, "Charge and give no foot of ground!" And cried, "A crown or else a glorious tomb, a scepter or an earthly sepulchre!" Fatal followers who pursue, I am faint and cannot fly their fury. Come, bloody Clifford, rough Northumberland, I dare your quenchless fury to more rage.
Yield to our mercy, proud Plantagenet.
Ah, to such mercy as his ruthless arm with downright pity showed unto my father.
My ashes, as the phoenix, may bring forth a bird that will revenge unto you all. Why come you not? What multitudes and fear!
So, cowards, fight no further.
Oh, Clifford, but bethink thee once again, and bite thy tongue that would slander him with cowardice, whose frown hath made thee faint and fly ere this.
Ah! Ha! Hold down! For 1,000 causes I would prolong a wild traveler's life. That may speak now, Northumberland.
Hold, Clifford! Do not honor him so much to prick thy finger, though to wound his heart.
So triumph thieves upon their conquered booty. So true men yield with robbers. So well matched.
What would your grace have done unto him now?
Brave warriors, Clifford and Northumberland. Come make him stand on this molehill here, that broadeth mountains with outstretched arms, yet hardly was a shadow in his hands. What? Was it you that would be England's king? Where are your messy sons? Back you now, the wanton Edward, the lusty George. And where's that valiant crook-backed prodigy, Dicky? Your boy, that with his grumbling voice was wont to cheer his dad in mutinies. Or with the rest. Where is your darling Rutland? Look, York. I stained this napkin with the blood that valiant Clifford with his rapier's point made issue from the bosom of the boy. And if thine eyes can water for his death, I give thee this to dry thy cheeks withal.
Yeah!
Alas, poor York! That I hate thee deadly, I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee, grieve to make me merry, York. Why art thou patient, man? Thou shouldst be mad, and I to make thee mad do mock thee thus. Stamp, rave, and fret, that I may sing and dance. Thou wouldst be thee, I see, to make me sport. York cannot speak unless he wear a crown. A crown for York, and lords, bow low to him. Hold to his hands, whilst I do set it on. My merry son, now looks he like a king! Off with the crown, and with the crown his head. And whilst we breathe, take time to do him dead.
That is my office. For my father's sake.
Stay! Let's hear these orisons you make.
She wolves of France! Worse than wolves of France, whose tongue more poisons than the adder's tooth. How ill-beseeming is it in thy sex to triumph like an Amazonian troll upon their woes when fortune captivates. But thy face is vizard-like, unchanging, made impudent with use of evil deeds. I would essay, proud queen, to make thee blush. To tell thee whence thou camest, of whom derived were shame enough to shame thee wert thou not shameless. Thy father bears the type of king of Naples, but the Sicels and Jerusalem, yet not so wealthy as an English yeoman. Hath that poor monarch taught thee to insult? 'Tis beauty that doth oft make women proud, but God he knows thy share thereof is small. 'Tis virtue that doth make them most admired, the contrary doth make thee wondered at. O tiger's heart wrapped in a woman's hide, couldst thou drain the lifeblood of the child to bid the father wipe his eyes with all, and yet be seen to bear a woman's face? Was had me rage. Well, now thou hast thy wish. Would have me weep. Well, now thou hast thy will. These tears are my sweet Rutland's obsequies, and every drop cries vengeance for his death. Against thee, fell Clifford, and thee, false Frenchwoman.
He shrew me, but his passion moves me so that hardly can I check my eyes from tears.
See, ruthless queen, a hapless father's tears. This cloth thou dipst in blood of my sweet boy, and I with tears do wash the blood away. Keep thou the napkin, and go boast of this. And if thou tell'st the heavy story right, upon my soul the hearers will shed tears. They, even my foes, will shed fast falling tears, and say, alas, it was a piteous deed. Take thou the crown, and with the crown my curse, that in thy need such comfort come to thee, as now I reap at thy too cruel hand. Hard-hearted Clifford, take me from the world. My soul to heaven, my blood upon your hands.
Here's for my father's death!
Tears to right, our gentle-hearted king.
Open thy gates of mercy, gracious God. My soul flies through these wounds to seek out thee.
Off with his head, and set it on York Gate, so York may overlook the town of York.
I wonder how our princely father escaped. Had he been tamed, we should have heard the news. Had he been slain, we should have heard the news. Or had he escaped, methinks we should have heard the happy tidings of his good escape. How fares my brother? Why is he so sad?
I cannot joy until it be resolved where a right valiant father is become. I saw him in the battle range about, and watched him how he singled Clifford forth. Methought he borest him the thickest troop. Methinks 'tis prize enough to be his son. See, how the morning opes her golden gates, and takes her farewell of the glorious sun. How well resembles in the prime of youth, trimmed like a younker prancing to his love.
Dazzle mine eyes, or do I see 3 sons?
3 glorious sons, each one a perfect sun, not separated of the racking clouds, but severed in a pale, clear, shining sky. See! And see they join, embrace, and seem to kiss, as if they vowed some league inviolable. Now are they but one lamp, one light, one sun! In this the heavens figure some event.
'Tis wondrous strange, the like yet never heard of. I think it cites us, brother, to the field, that we, the sons of brave Plantagenet, each one already blazing by our meads, should notwithstanding join our lights together and overshine the earth as this the world! What art thou, whose heavy looks foretell some dreadful story hanging on thy tongue?
One that was a woeful looker on me. The noble Duke of York was slain, princely father and my loving lord.
Oh, speak no more, for I have heard too much.
Say how he died, for I will hear it all.
By many hands your father was slain, but cruelly slaughtered by the ireful arm of unrelenting Clifford and the queen. Crowned the gracious Duke in high despite, laughed in his face, and when with grief he wept, the ruthless queen gave him a napkin, steeped in the harmless blood of sweet young Rutland, by rough Clifford slain. And after many scorns, many foul taunts, they took his head, and at the gates of York they set the same. There it doth remain.
Sweet Duke of York, our prop to lean upon. Now thou art gone. We have no staff, no stay. Oh, Clifford, boisterous Clifford, thou hast slain the flower of Europe for his chivalry, and treacherously hast thou vanquished him.
I cannot weep, for all my body's moisture scarce serves to quench my furnace-burning heart, nor can my tongue unload my heart's great burden. To weep is to make less the depth of grief. Tears then for babes, blows and revenge for me. Richard, I bear thy name, I'll avenge thy death, or die renowned by attempting it.
His name that valiant Duke hath left with thee. His dukedom and his chair with me is left.
For chair and dukedom, throne and kingdom say. Either that is thine, or else thou wert not his.
How now, fair lords? What fair? What news abroad?
Oh, Warwick, that Plantagenet which held thee dearly as his soul's redemption is by the stern Lord Clifford done to death.
I come to tell you things that then befall. After the bloody fray Wakefield fought, where your brave father breathed his latest gasp, I, then in London, keeper of the king, mustered my soldiers, gathered flocks of friends, marched towards St. Albans to intercept the queen, bearing the king in my behalf along. The short tales make, we at St. Albans met, our battles joined, and both sides fiercely fought. Whether 'twas the coldness of the king, who looked full gently on his warlike queen, or the more than common fear of Clifford's rigor, I cannot judge, but conclude with truth. Their weapons like to lightning came and went. Our soldiers, like the night owl's lazy flight, fell gently down. They had no heart to fight, and so we fled. The king unto the queen. Lord George, your brother, Norfolk, and myself, in haste, post-haste, are come to join with you. For in the marches here we heard you were making another head to fight again.
But in this troublous time, what's to be done? Shall we go throw away our coats of steel, and wrap our bodies in black mourning gowns, numbering our Ave Maries with our beads? Or shall we, on the helmets of our foes, tell our devotion with revengeful arms? If for the last say I to it, lords!
Why, to London we will march, and once again bestride our foeman's seat, and once again cry charge upon our foes, but never once again turn back and fly.
Warwick, on thy shoulder will I lean, and when thou failst, is God forbid the hour, must Edward fall, for peril heaven forfeit.
No longer Earl with March, but Duke of York!
Aye!
The next degree is England's royal throne. King Edward, valiant Richard, Montague, stay us no longer dreaming of renown. Sound the trumpets about our task.
Now, Clifford, where thy heart is hard as steel as thou hast shown it flinty by thy deeds, I come to pierce it, or to give thee mine.
Then strike up drums, God and St. George for us!
Welcome, my lord, to this great town of York. Yonders ahead, that archway that sought to be encompassed with your crown. Doth not the object cheer your heart, my lord?
Aye. As the rocks cheer them that fear their wrath. Oh, to see this sight irks my very soul. Oh, hold revenge, dear God. 'Tis not my fault, nor wittingly have I infringed my vow.
My gracious liege, there's too much lenity and harmful pity must be laid aside. To whom do lions cast their gentle looks? Not to the beasts that would usurp their den. The smallest worm will turn being trodden on, and doves will peck in safeguard of their brood. Ambitious York did level at thy crown. He but a duke would have his son a king, and raise his issue like a law-made sire. Thou being a king, thus with the goodly son, did yield consent to disinherit him. To argue they a most unlucky father. Were it not pity that this goodly boy should lose his birthright by his father's fault, and long hereafter send his child, my great-grandfather and grandsire got, my careless father ungiven.
Full well hath Clifford played the orator, inferring arguments of mighty force. But Clifford, tell me, didst thou never hear that things ill-got had always bad success? And happy always was it for that son, whose father for his hoarding went to hell. I'll leave my son, my virtuous deeds behind. When my father had left me no more, for all the rest is held at such a rate as brings 1,000-fold more care to keep than in possession any jot of pleasure. Oh, cousin York, why thy best friends did know how it doth grieve me that thy head is here.
My lord, cheer up your spirits. Our foes are nigh, and this soft courage makes your followers faint. You promised knighthood to our forward son. Unsheath your sword and dub him presently. Edward, kneel down.
Edward Plantagenet, rise a knight. Learn this lesson. Draw thy sword in right.
My gracious father, by your kingly leave, I draw it as a parent would have, and in that quarrel use it to the death. That is spoken of forward, Prince.
Royal commanders, be in readiness, for with a band of 30,000 men comes Warwick, backing of the Duke of York. And in the towns as they do march along, proclaims him king, and many fly to him. Darraign your battle, for they are at hand.
I would your highness would depart the field, but the queen hath thus success when you are absent.
My lord, and leave us to our fortune.
Why, that's my fortune too. Therefore I'll stay. Be with resolution than to fight.
My kingly father, cheer these noble lords, and hot those who fight in your defense. Unsheath your sword, good father, and cry, St. George!
Now, perjured Henry, wilt thou kneel and set thy diadem upon my head, or bide the mortal fortune on the field?
Go rape thy minions, proud, insulting boy. Becomes it thee to be thus bold in terms before thy sovereign and thy lawful king?
I am his king, and he should bow his knee. I was adopted heir by his consent.
Who should succeed the father but the son?
Are you there, butcher? Oh, I cannot speak.
I crook back, here I stand to answer thee, or any he the proudest of thy sort.
'Twas you that killed young Rutland, was it not?
I, in old York, and yet not satisfied.
For God's sake, lords, give signal to the fight!
Well, have done with words, my lords, and hear me speak.
Defy them then, or else hold close thy lips.
And prithee give no limits to my tongue. For I am a king, and privileged to speak.
Say, King Henry, shall I have my right or no? Sound trumpets, let our bloody colors wave, for either victory or else a grave.
Stay, Edward.
No wrangling woman will no longer stay, for these words will cost 10,000 lives this day.
We're spent with toil as runners with the race. I lay me down a little while to breathe, for strokes received and many blows repaid have robbed my strong sinews of their strength. In spite of spite, needs I rest a while.
Smile, gentle heaven, or strike on gentle death, for this world frowns and Edward's sun is clouded.
Oh, now, my lord, what hap, what hope of good?
Our hap is lost, our hope and sad despair. Our ranks are broken, ruin follows us. What counsel give you? Whither shall we fly?
Bootless is flight, they follow us with wings, and weak we are and cannot shun pursuit.
Work! Why hast thou withdrawn thyself? Thy brother's blood the thirsty earth hath drunk, approach through the steely point of Clifford's lance.
Let the earth be drunken with our blood. Here on my knee, I vow to God above, I'll never pause again, never stand still, till either death hath closed these eyes of mine, or fortune given me measure of revenge.
Warwick, I do bid my knee with thine, and in this vow chain my soul to thine, thou set her up and plunder down kings. Now, lords, take leave until we meet again, where it be in heaven or in earth.
Brother, give me thy hand. And gentle Warwick, let me embrace thee in my weary arms. I that would never weep now melt with woe, if winter should cut off our springtime sow.
Away, away! Once more, sweet lords, farewell.
Yet let us all together to our troops, and give them leave to fly that will not stay, and call them pillars that will stand to us, for slow no longer. Make we handsome aim!
Now then, Clifford! I've singled thee alone. Suppose this arm is for the Duke of York, and this for Rutland, both bound to revenge.
This is the hand that stabbed thy father York, and this the hand that slew thy brother Rutland. And here is the heart that triumphs in their death, and so have at thee.
Chase, for I myself will hunt this wolf to death!
Here on the small hill will I sit me down. To whom God will, there be the victory. For Margaret, my queen, and Clifford too, have chid me from the battle, swearing both they prosper best of all when I'm thence. Would I were dead, if God's goodwill were so. For what is in this world but grief and woe? Oh, God. Methinks it were a happy life to be no better than a homely swain, to sit upon a hill as I do now, to carve out dials quaintly, point by point, thereby to see the minutes how they run. How many makes the hour full, complete? How many hours brings about the day? How many days will finish up the year? And how many years a mortal man may live? When this is known, then to divide the times. Oh, so many hours must I tend my flock. So many hours must I take my rest. So many hours must I contemplate. So many hours must I sport myself. So many days my ewes have been with young. So many weeks ere the poor fools will eat. So many years ere I shall shear the fleece. So minutes, hours, days, months, and years passed o'er to the end they were created would bring white hairs into a quiet grave. What a life were this! How sweet, how lovely! And to conclude, a shepherd's homely curds is far beyond a prince's delicates, when care, mistrust, and treason waits on him.
Ah!
Ill blows the wind that profits nobody. This man, whom hand to hand I slew in fight, may be possessed with some store of crowns. Who's this? Oh, God. It is my father's face, whom in this conflict I unawares have killed. Oh, happy times! Beginning such events from London, by the king was I pressed forth. My father, being the Earl of Warwick's man, came on to a part of York, pressed by his master. And I, who at his hands received my life, have by my hands of life bereaved him. Pardon me, God, for I knew not what I did. Lord Father, for I knew not thee. Well, bear bloody times. While lions roar and battle for their dens, poor harmless lambs abide their enmity. A weak, wretched man, I'll aid thee tear for tear.
Thou that so stoutly hast resisted me, give me thy gold, if thou hast any gold. For I have bought it with 100 blows. But let me see. Is this our Conan's face?
Oh, no, 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 it is mine only son. Oh, boy, if any life be left in thee, throw up thine eyes. See, see what showers arise. Oh, pity God this miserable age. What stratagems, how fell, how butcherly this deadly quarrel daily doth beget. Oh, boy, thy father gave thee life too soon. He hath bereft thee of thy life too late.
Woe above woe. A grief more than common grief. Oh, that my death would stay these ruthful deeds. Oh, pity. Oh, pity, gentle heaven, pity.
I'll bear thee hence and let them fight at will. For I have murdered where I should not kill.
Sad-hearted men, much overgone with care. Here sits a king, more woeful than you are.
Blind! Father! Blind! Who will? What? Wages like a tamed bull. Away, but death! Who is in pursuit?
Edward and Richard like a brace of greyhounds were out on accidental heads. A name!
But vengeance comes along with them.
Take me with thee, good sweet Margaret.
Here burns my candle out. Aye, here it dies. Whilst it lasted, gave King Henry light. O Lancaster, I fear thy overthrow, more than my body's parting with my soul. And Henry, hadst thou swayed as kings should do, or as thy father and his father did, giving no ground to the house of York, they would not then have sprung like summer flies. I and 10,000 in this luckless realm had left no mourning widows for our death. And thou this day hadst kept thy chair in peace. Come York and Richard, Warwick and the rest, I stabbed your father's bosom, split my breast.
Now bravely, lords, good fortune bids us pause, and smooth the frowns of war with peaceful looks. Some troops pursue the bloody-minded queen that led calm Henry, though he worked as king. But think you, lords, that Clifford fled with them?
No, 'tis impossible he should escape. Your brother Richard marked him for the grave, and wheresoever he is, he's surely dead.
Whose soul is that which takes your heavy leave? A deadly groan like life and death's departed. See who it is.
And now the battle's ended. If friend or foe, let him be gently used.
Revoke that doom of mercy for 'tis Clifford!
From off against your fetch down that head, your father's head, which Clifford placed there. Instead whereof, let this supply the room. Measure for measure must be answered.
Bring forth that fatal screech owl to our house. Hath nothing sung but death to us and ours. Now death shall stop his dismal threatening sound, and his ill-boding tongue no more shall speak.
Speak, Clifford. Dost thou know who speaks to thee?
Oh, what he did. And so perhaps he doth.
If so, thou didst vex him with eager words.
Thou didst love York, and thine son to York.
Thou piteous Rutland, I'll pity thee.
Where's Captain Margaret to fence you now?
They mocked thee, Clifford. Swear as thou was wont.
What? Not an oath? Oh, nay. Then the world goes hard when Clifford cannot spare his friends an oath.
I know by that he's dead.
Off with the traitor's head and reared in place your father's stance. And now to London with triumphant march, there to be crowned England's royal king. From whence shall war cut to France, and ask thee, Lady Bona, for thy queen. And so shalt thou subdue both these lands together, and having France thy friend, Thou shalt not dread the scattered foe that hopes to rise again.
Even as thou wilt, sweet Warwick, let it be. Richard, I will create thee Duke of Gloucester, and George of Clarence. Warwick as ourself shall do and undo as him pleaseth best.
Under this thick-grown brake, we'll shroud ourselves, and through this land anon the deer will come. Here comes a man. Let's stay till he be past.
From Scotland am I stole, mean pure love to greet my homeland with my wishful sight. No, Harry. Harry, it is no land of thine. Thy place is filled, thy scepter wrung from thee, thy balm washed off, wherewith thou was anointed.
Ah, here's a deer whose skin's a keeper's feet. This is the Quandam King. Let's seize upon him.
My queen and son are gone to France for aid, and as I hear the great commanding Warwick, I thither, gone to crave the French king's sister to wife for Edward. If this news be true, poor queen and son, your labor is but lost. For Warwick is a subtle orator. Lewis, the prince, soon won with moving words. Well, by this account, Margaret may win him. She's a woman to be pitied much. Why, but she's come to beg Warwick to give.
Sight, what art thou that talks to kings and queens?
More than I seem, and less than I was born to. A man, at least, for less I should not be. And men may talk of kings, and why not I?
You are the king King Edward hath deposed, and we, his subjects, sworn in all allegiance, will apprehend you as his enemy.
But did you never swear and break an oath?
No, never such an oath, nor will not now.
Where did you dwell when I was king of England?
Here, in this country where we now remain.
Well, I was anointed king at 9 months old. My father and my grandfather were kings, and you were sworn true subjects unto me. And tell me then, have you not broke your oaths?
No, well, we were subjects, but while you were king.
Why? Why am I dead? Do I not breathe, oh man? Oh, simple men, you know not what you swear. Look. As I blow this feather from my face, and as the air blows it to me again, obeying with my wind when I do blow, and yielding to another when it blows, commanded always by the greater gust. Such is the lightness of you common men.
We charge you in God's name and the king to go with us into the officers.
In God's name lead. Your king's name be obeyed.
Brother of Gloucester, at St. Albans field, this lady's husband, Sir Richard Grey, is slain. His land then seized on by the conqueror. Her suit is now to repossess those lands, which we in justice cannot well deny, because in quarrel of the House of York, the worthy gentleman did lose his life.
Your Highness shall do well to grant her suit. It were dishonor to deny it her.
It were no less, and yet I'll make a pause.
Nay, is it so? I see the lady hath a fee to grant, before the king will grant her humble suit.
He knows the game, how true he keeps the wind.
Silence!
Widow, we will consider of your suit and come some other time to know our mind.
Your gracious lord, I cannot with delay. May it please your highness to resolve me now, and what your pleasure is shall satisfy me.
I, widow? Then lord to all your lands, if what pleases him shall pleasure you. Fight closer, good faith you'll catch a blow.
How many children hast thou, widow? Tell me.
I think he means to beg a child of
Well,
him.
nay, then with me, he'll rather give her two.
Free my most gracious lord.
You shall have 4 if you'll be ruled by him.
What pity they should lose their father's land.
Pitiful dread lord and granted them.
Lords, give us leave. I'll try this widow's wit. Now tell me, madam, do you love your children?
Aye,
full dearly as I love myself.
Would you not do much to do them good?
To do them good, I would sustain some harm.
I'll tell you how these lands are to be got.
So shall you bind me to your highness' service?
What service wilt thou do me if I give them?
What you command, that rests in me to do.
But you will take exceptions to my boon.
No gracious lord, except I cannot do it.
Aye. Thou canst do what I need to ask.
And I will do as your grace commands.
Your plies are hard. Much rain wears the marble.
Try as tops, my lord. Shall I not do my task?
An easy task. 'Tis but to love a king.
That's soon performed because I am a subject.
Why then, thy husband's lands, I freely give thee.
I take my leave with many thousand thanks.
The match is made, she says.
Stay thee! 'Tis fruits of love, I mean.
It's the fruits of love I need, my loving liege.
Aye, but I fear me in another sense. What love thinkest thou I see so much to get?
I love till death, my humble thanks, my prayers. That love which virtue begs and virtue grants.
No! By my troth, I did not mean such love.
Then you mean not as I thought you did.
Aye, but now you partly may perceive my mind.
My mind will never forget till I perceive the kind and aims at if I am right.
To tell thee plain, I aim to lie with thee.
To tell you plain, I had rather lie in prison.
Thou shalt have thy husband's lands.
Mine honesty shall be my dower, for by that loss I will not purchase them.
Therein thou wrongst thy children mightily.
Herein your highness wrongs both them and me. Please you dismiss me, either with aye or no.
Aye, if thou wilt say aye to my request. No, if thou dost say no to my demand.
Then no, my lord. My suit is at an end.
The widow likes him not. She knits her brows.
He is the wantest wooer in Christendom.
Which doth argue her replete with modesty. For words doth show her wit incomparable. One way or other, she is for a king. And she shall be mine, or else my love. Say that King Edward take thee to be his king, queen.
Has been done, my lord. I am a subject to just republic, far unfit to be a sovereign.
Sweet widow, by my state, I swear to thee, I speak only what my soul intends, and that is to enjoy thee for my love.
And that is more than I will yield unto. I know I am too mean to be your queen yet, too good to be your concubine.
You cavil, widow. I did mean my queen.
I will grieve your grace my sons should call you father.
No more than my daughters call you mother. Oh, answer no more, for thou shalt be my queen. Ha! What chat we two have had?
Well, the widow likes it not, for she looks very sad.
Strange that I should marry her.
To whom, my lord?
Why, Clarence, to myself.
Well, that would be 10 days' wonder at the least.
That's a day longer than a wonder lasts.
Well, jest on, brothers. I can tell you both that her suit is granted for her husband's lands.
My gracious lord, Henry, your bow was taken and brought your prisoner to your palace gate.
See that he be conveyed unto the tower. Widow, go you along. Lords, use her honorably.
Edward will use women honorably. Lord, he were wasted, marrow, bones and all, that from his loins no hopeful branch may spring to cross me from the golden time I look for. And yet, between my soul's desire and me, the lustful Edward's title buried is Clarence, Henry, and his son, young Edward. Why, then I do but dream on sovereignty. Like one that stands upon a promontory and spies far off shore where he would tread, wishing his foot were equal with his eye. So do I wish the crown being so far off. Well, say there is no kingdom then, Horatio. What other pleasure can the world afford? I'll make my heaven in the lady's lap, and deck my body in gay ornaments, and witch sweet ladies with my words and looks. Miserable thought. More unlikely than to accomplish 20 golden crowns. But love forsooth swore me in my mother's womb. She did corrupt frail nature with some bribe to shrink my arm up like a withered shrub, to make an envious mountain on my back. And am I then a man to be beloved? A monstrous fault to harbor such a thought. Then since this earth affords no joy to me but to command, to check, to o'erbear such as are a better person than myself, I'll make my heaven to dream upon the crown. And yet I know not how to get the crown, for many lives stand between me and hope. But why I can smile, and murder whilst I smile, and cry contempt to that which grieves my heart, and wet my cheeks with artificial tears, and frame my face to all occasions. I'll drown more sailors than the mermaid shall. I'll slay more gazers than the basilisk. I'll play the orator as well as Nestor, deceive more slyly than Ulysses, and like a Simon take another Troy. I can add colors to the chameleon, change shapes with Proteus for advantages, and set the murderous Machiavelli to scorn. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut. Were it farther off, I'll pluck it down.